the Speeding Bulletin report for the week January 25th to January 31st, 2008. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com, and here's all the Superman related news for this past week. In movie news, we discovered this week that scores to Superman, Superman 2, Superman 3 and Superman 4 are on the way. Film Score Monthly, one of the leading voices in film music appreciation, has confirmed the upcoming release of a Superman Blue Box, which will include the most complete scores on CD for all four Christopher Reeve Superman movies, including a book detailing the history of the Superman franchise scoring. Look for this release sometime in February. In TV-related news, the 10th episode of Smallville Season 7 aired in the US on Thursday, January 31st. Titled Persona, this episode saw the return of James Masters as Brainiac and the guest appearance of Mark McClure as Daxter. Look for Neal Bailey and Douglas Trumbull's reviews of this episode in the next few days. TVGuide.com conducted an interview with James Masters and asked him about his return to the show and what we can expect from Brainiac in Season 7. You can check that out at their website. Michael Rosenbaum, who plays Lex Luthor on Smallville, made an interesting comment in a video interview with TeenHollywood.com. His final comment during the video segment is to tell fans to watch Smallville, but adds,
"For only a couple more months, because then I'm done."
Does this mean Season 7 will end with Episode 15? Does this mean Michael won't be returning for an 8th season, or is there even going to be an 8th season? Executive producer Al Goff tells me the answers to these questions are all still up in the air, so stay tuned. TV Guide's Ask Osceola confirmed that, due to a scheduling conflict, Jane Seymour, who played the role of Genevieve Teague in the Smallville 4th season, will not be returning to the show this season, as had been previously announced. In comic books this week, to the disappointment of many fans, DC executive editor Dan Didio announced that Smallville character Chloe Sullivan will not be making her comic book debut as had previously been announced. According to Didio, he said, "The stars did not align properly, and even though we had announced it, she will not be appearing in any of the issues of Superman or Action Comics." In some good news, Dan Didio revealed an image of the revamped Brainiac that will be seen in an upcoming story by Jeff Johns. Comic books we reviewed this past week include Superman Batman 45, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who gave it a 2 out of 5, saying, "Nothing like poor characterization for the sake of drama and making a stupid, tired, and played out point to ruin a perfectly good story." Neal Bailey reviewed Superman Confidential number 11, giving it our lowest possible rating, a 1 out of 5, stating, "All these great ideas, all that masterful characterization, and then this." Countdown to Final Crisis 14 was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who rated it a 2 out of 5, saying, "At least the story is gearing up for finale, that's all I can say." Michael Bailey also reviewed JLA Classified number 51, saying, "This story rocks," giving it a solid 5 out of 5 rating. And finally, Jeffrey Bridges reviewed Teen Titans number 55 and gave this issue a 2 out of 5, not liking the way Wonder Girl was characterized. Okay, Superman related comics shipping this week from January 30th include Action Comics 861, which has 2 covers to choose from, Countdown to Final Crisis 13, and Death of the New Gods number 5. At the Superman homepage this week, reviewer James Lance continues reviewing the story arcs from the 1940s Superman radio series, this time reviewing the fur smuggling saga in which Clark and Jimmy find themselves mixed up with a fur smuggling ring deep in the North Woods. Superman homepage was pleased to be able to give away 2 all-new Super Friends Hour Season 1 Volume 1 DVDs recently. The 2 winners were drawn at random, and those 2 people were Steve Glosson and Vincent DeSrocha. Congratulations guys, your DVDs are on the way. Barry Fryman located a 1987 TV commercial in which Supergirl promotes seatbelt safety awareness. It's an interesting little video, be sure and check it out in full at the website. Episode 37 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, was released this week. You can listen to Neal and I discuss Superman's birthday on February 29th, Kurt Busiek leaving the comics, Brainiac's new look in the comics, Countdown getting close to the final crisis, Smallville Season 7 new episodes, and the Justice League movie delay. Also be sure and check out the latest chapters of both the Last Son of Krypton and Lost Daughter of Krypton audio dramas. Superman homepage is teaming up with Warner Brothers to give away a Superman prize pack worth $250 in February, so be sure and visit the website in the next few days to check out more details on that sweepstakes. And that's all the Superman related news for the week, January 25th to January 31st. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Hello and welcome to the Bailey Planet. The JLA movie has been delayed and people have asked, Neal, what do you think? Do you think that the cast was great? Do you think the cast sucked? Are you ready to kill yourself? Are you ready to be jumping around for joy going, woohoo, woohoo, no JLA movie? Or, I really don't care at all. I mean, I've gotten to a point of disassociation. I've gotten to the point of where I have to just literally sit back and wait until I start seeing the trailers roll before I can start making any judgment. I learned that with the X-Men film because you look at those costumes the way that they looked on the internet, the very first one, and you just were ready to pan it and hate it right away, and then you saw the movie and it was a lot better than you expected it to be. Same thing with the first image of Superman. I prejudged quite a bit, the cape, the shield, and Superman Returns didn't turn out to be the end of the world. It didn't turn out to be the greatest thing since, pork rinds, but it wasn't the catastrophic hell that everyone made it out to be by the basis of the suit. It was just a movie in the end, just like I think JLA will just be a movie in the end. I look at it like, of all the things that I read and love and watch comic-related, a movie is maybe a fraction of a percentage of what I'm going to enjoy. There are tens of thousands of pages of comics I will read for every movie that I see. So JLA being delayed, the cast is too young, the cast is too old, these things really don't concern me yet. What concerns me is the fact that writers are getting shafted and that the strike is continuing to go on despite the fact that these corporations have a hell of a lot of money that they could be applying to their talent that have really supported them for time out of mind. And I think that as a symbol of that, the JLA movie being delayed irks me to no end.